Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Happy. I'm bringing you guys today some really exciting and great news. FF Network said today that Ramza from Final Fantasy Tactics will be arriving to the city. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this.
I'm so flattered!
Rattata.
Okay, so a lot of you guys don't know, but I am a huge, and I'm talking about a huge Final Fantasy Tactics fan. It's one of the greatest games that Final Fantasy has ever made. Yes, it is. If you don't like the game, it's more than likely because you haven't played it. It's actually a really good game. It is made well. There's just so much to it, but my thing about it is that this character, the main character, Ramza, will be in Final Fantasy Dissidia. Now, in past Final Fantasy Dissidia games, they always show a storyline for each character. It's not just a playthrough game. It always has a storyline. I hope that this new Dissidia Final Fantasy game also has a storyline because Ramza has legit like one of the best storylines out there. Now I can tell you guys about the game, but there's somebody called the RPG Fanatic that he did a much better job at explaining the game. So here's the RPG Fanatic. I will be having his link in the description below. You could go check him out. He's a really awesome guy. Here he is.
Now the plot of the game is complicated and spans a number of years. But to summarize it as best I can, you follow the events of Ramza BELVOUVE. Ramza gets dragged into a battle between members of the royal family for the throne of the kingdom, known as the War of Alliance, and eventually uncovers the churches pulling the strings of both sides, trying to cause the royals to kill each other so the church can swoop in and get credit for saving the kingdom, making their political influence stronger. To help win over the people, the church is using a legend about the Zodiac Braves, a group of warriors who defeated the evil BELVOUVE creatures with the aid of 12 Zodiac stones. What the church doesn't realize is the stones allow the BELVOUVE to possess the stone holders. Now, in addition to Ramza's plot, we had the plot of Dissidia, a side character. Dissidia is a peasant who once served Ramza as a vassal, but after Dissidia's sister was killed by Ramza's brothers, Dissidia swears revenge on the aristocracy. Throughout the story, we see him manipulate and eventually kill many of the royalty off, although Dissidia is not an evil character. Rather, his goal is to change the world no matter the cost, and eventually become king. Dissidia's story intertwines with Ramza's because Dissidia assists Ramza, knowing that by doing so, Ramza will kill off the BELVOUVE so that Dissidia does not have to. However, because Ramza is opposing the church, he is branded a heretic, and Dissidia becomes remembered as a hero that united the kingdom, even though Ramza did the majority of the work.
The thing that I'm curious about is that they haven't really shown a lot of things about it, but in Final Fantasy Tactics, Ramza could be any sort of jobs. There's a lot of jobs that you could be in Final Fantasy Tactics, so I don't know exactly which job they picked for Ramza in this reincarnation of him in Final Fantasy Dissidia. So that's something very interesting to see. If you guys want to see footage, like actual footage, not just the pictures that I'm showing you, on February 3rd at 9 p.m. Japanese time, footage of Ramza will be officially streamed on Nico Nico. Okay, so that's something to look forward to, and that's something I'm looking forward to see exactly how he plays. From what I see here, he has a very defensive role, so I don't know if he'll be like a defensive type of character, but overall, I mean, I just hope that they do him justice and that they do make him a great character with a great storyline as he is. Also, hey, if we get to see the leader, that'll be great, man, because the leader, unlike Ramza, actually does have a job. The leader has a special job. He's actually a holy knight, and as a holy knight, he has a whole bunch of holy sword commands. He's actually a really good character that I would love to see in Final Fantasy Dissidia. He's not technically the main bad guy in Final Fantasy Dissidia. It's somebody else, but it will be like really amazing to see him in Final Fantasy Dissidia. He does betray you though. I have to give you that spoiler. He does betray you in the game, but it's just a really interesting storyline. I cannot say that enough. You guys have to play Final Fantasy Tactics if you guys haven't played it before. It's a really good storyline. That brings me to today's question of the day. Are you guys looking forward to Final Fantasy Dissidia this year? Yes, it should come out this year. I think it already came out in Japan, but I think it's gonna come out this year for the PS4. Are you guys looking forward to that? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, please guys, like this video. It really does mean a lot to me if you guys could like this video and share it with your friends. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I always have the latest and most up-to-date information about Square Enix. Rattata! You guys have a nice day.
Yeah.